Innal hamdalillah nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. Previously we discussed about the names and attributes of Allah. So now we will discuss further about the names of Allah. So how many divisions are there of most beautiful names of Allah regarding their implication? Or how many types of beautiful names of Allah are there regarding regarding tadhamun? So there are 4 types in this regard. The first one is the proper noun, which encompasses or that implies all the meanings of the most beautiful names. That's Allah. That's why all the other names are used as adjectives to this name, or all the meanings of other attributes are used as adjectives to this name, as Allah says in Quran, huwa Allahul khaliqul bari'ul musawwir. Allah says in Quran, He is Allah, the creator, the inventor of all things, the bestower of forms. And this name is never used as an adjective to any other name. The second type is the name that implies an attribute of Allah, such as Sami, the all-hearer, that incorporates His hearing, that extends to cover all sounds, no matter if they are sirran or jahran. Sirran or ilaniya, that means whether the sound is public or secret. His name Al-Basir, the all-seeing, it incorporates His sight in absolute sense, that extends to cover all the sights, no matter if they are minute or great. His name Al-Alim, the all-knower, that incorporates His knowledge, that extends to cover all things. His knowledge covers everything, knowledge of everything. As Allah says in Quran, in Surah Sabah, لا يعزب عنه مثقال ذرة في السماوات ولا في الأرض ولا أصغر من ذلك ولا أكبر. Allah says, not even the weight of an atom, as small as an atom, or less than that, or greater, escapes His knowledge in the heavens or in the earth. But it's in a clear book, Allah Al-Mahfuz. Allah's name Al-Qadir, the omnipotent, that incorporates His omnipotence over everything to create or annihilate whatever He wills. Now we have the third type, and that encompasses an attribute of actions of Allah, Sifatullah, such as the creator, Khaliq, the provider with sustenance, Razik, the maker, the supreme fashioner, that means Bari or Musawwir. And then we have the fourth type, that encompasses or which implies that Almighty Allah is far above all blemishes and defects. So these are the names which imply that Allah is free from any defects, free from any blemishes. For example, the name Quddus, Salam, sublime or holy. Salam means the peace. Now, how many divisions are there of most beautiful names of Allah that directly refer to Him, the most great? So we can divide them into two. Some of them are attributed to Allah without any need of modifiers. They can also be accompanied or used by, along with other names. These include the attributes of perfection, such as ever living, the sublime self-subsisting, the one and everlasting refuge. These are the names, examples of such names. For example, these Al-Hayyu, Qayyum, Ahad, Samad, etc. And the others are not attributed to Allah unless accompanied by their antonyms or opposites. If used by themselves, if used alone, they may imply a sort of deficiency. Some of these are examples here are when we use these names: Qaddar al-Nafi', wal-Khafiz al-Rafi', wal-Mu'ti al-Ma'ni. So these are some of the examples which mean the inflictor of harm and the giver of benefit, the abaser and the raiser, the giver and the preventer. So we use these names along with their opposites or antonyms, because it's not permissible to refer to Allah by the following names alone or by themselves without their antonyms. For example, we cannot call Allah the inflictor of harm, the abaser. We cannot call him Al-Khafiz, Al-Ma'ni, Al-Muzil. We cannot call him by these names because we cannot find anything of this in glorious Quran or in prophetic Sunnah. When the glorious Quran says, when glorious Quran uses these names, inna minal mujrimina muntaqimun, verily we shall exact retribution from the mujrimun. The name, the supreme avenger here, is related to something here. It's used with relevance to the criminals or disbelievers, etc., or by adding zu, that means able, to the derived attribute, such as in another verse of Quran, Allah says, Wallahu azizun zuntikam, and Allah is almighty and able of retribution. So these are the divisions that of the beautiful names of Allah that directly refer to Him. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin. We will continue in our coming videos.